We're back with a woman who danced the cell block tango in Chicago, wielded a sword in the Mask of Zorro, and now she's back as Morticia Addams in the hit show Wednesday. Can we please welcome for the first time in our new studio, Captain Zeta-Jones? So you like our new digs?
You kidding me? I want to move in. I'm such a kind of like, I get bored very quickly. So the idea of being able to be in any world at any given time, I'm sure I'd never be able to work it, right? I can barely work the remote on the TV. But this is wonderful.
Like
it's lovely to see you all. It's been a while.
And it was wonderful to have your co-star, Jenna Ortega, here yesterday. And she could not say enough wonderful things about you. But she also let us in on a little secret that you're nonstop, but when you need a little pick-me-up, just a piece of chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
A piece of chocolate.
Well, that was what she said. If she said, you know, I get grumpy.
Oh, well, she did,
and it's usually about 12:30, and then that 4:30, quarters to 5 zone. I get grumpy, like a toddler.
Okay, well, do we have some chocolate, guys, that we were going to bring out?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, we were going to bring. Oh, right there. So just in case. So you don't get grumpy. Thank you.
Now,
okay.
Look at this. Sorry, I can't do this on national television, but this is British chocolate. I was brought up. Can we pack this up?
Do
you know what that is? A crunchy?
No, haven't.
Honeycomb middle.
Oh,
yes, those are so good.
Those are good, right?
Yes.
Dairy milk is one of my...
Oh, I tell you, we aim to please. We'll pack it up.
A flake!
Oh, yeah.
All right, pack it up. And do you see how it's Wednesday colors?
Yes.
Brilliant.
You know, it goes with the set and it goes with the show.
You know, I love the way you play Morticia on this show. The voice, so haunting, so soothing, right? So 2 questions. What was the inspiration for that? And can we get you to do the GPS directions for us?
Absolutely. You may ask your partner if they want me speaking like Morticia Addams to you. Turn left.
It works.
It does work. Well, I wanted to have that... you know, in the 1940s, where it wasn't really a mid-Atlantic, but it had a little grandiose, where movie stars talked like that, and it was a little breathy and quite curt. So I incorporated my British little mid-Atlantic kind of Americanism and those old darling.
It works. It works.
And so anyway, that was just one of the many elements that I was able to relish playing Morticia Addams, because you know, when you think all those decades ago, she emerged from a cartoon, really, and then the fantastic, you know, incarnations of her thus far. And then now we get 8 hours of television directed by Tim Burton, where we strip away the layers and you get to know more of Morticia, but staying true, making it real. She's not a cartoon in this show, but you know, her nuances, her contentious relationship with Wednesday played by our fantastic Jenna Ortega, but also her vulnerability, the comedy, the love affair that was made in heaven with Gomez. It's, you know, I am such a lucky person at this point in my career to be able to step into the stilettos, the black stilettos of Morticia Addams, and work with such wonderful, genuinely nice people. It's a bonus, you know.
You also get to wield a sword again.
I do.
We're going to show everybody.
You're getting resting, Mother. I can practically hear you creak.
Still bringing a knife to a sword fight?
Wow. Jenna said she had so much fun doing that scene. You've had practice, Mask of Zorro.
We did. I did. Yes, I had 2 Zorros where I actually was trained by Bob Anderson, who is not with us anymore. He was an ex-Olympian coach, and he trained us all. And I actually did a bit of fencing after that Zorro, because it's a great workout. So when it was written into Wednesday, so different, a sexy 23-year-old ingenue, as I was back then in Zorro, wielding a sword, to Morticia Addams in a very specific way. It was wonderful, and you know, we rehearsed, because Jenna was in nearly every scene. Any moment we could,
like fun.
It's just a joy to work with her because it's, you know, she's such a wonderful young woman, but she gives so much as an actress. She's like, you know, old school in a way, in a modern age.
And before you go, because we love to see that scene, and you mentioned Morticia's such an icon, but you're peeling back and actually going to get to know her a little better. What can you tell us about her this season, or what we'll get to learn?
Well, I think, first of all, the whole season, and I know our fans have been waiting for such a long time for us, but I think they will be pleasantly surprised. Obviously, the costumes, I mean, the beautiful, iconic dress. It's only one, you know, now she goes camping, she goes to help with the school fundraising, but I feel like you see there may be a more vulnerable side of Morticia where the contention between her daughter, then you see the contention between her mother, played beautifully by Dame Joanna Lumley. You see the woman, the real woman behind Morticia, where she's not just, you know, when everyone closed their eyes, she's been in our subconscious for years. We can close our eyes and we can all come up with the same image of Morticia, but you really get to see her vulnerabilities, her humor more, her love affair with Gomez, and a whole bunch of things. I get to tango in this with Gomez.
Well, now you're the image we see.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, and a new generation for me too, which is wonderful. You know,
as are you.
Kids who've never seen anything that I've ever done before.
Well, bless you, Catherine. And Lady Gaga's going to be in one of the episodes. A little tease there. But
So what can fans be most excited about with season 2?
They're actually going to get to see it after this long week. And I really do. I joined all the actors and the production team. It was just one of, you know, we had a writer's strike and an actor's strike. It was one of those things that had to be figured out. What they're going to be looking forward to, first of all, the sets and the storyline and the art, the costumes and the world in which Tim Burton has created has been elevated somewhat.
Yeah.
Staying true to all their favorites. Selfishly for me, I'm in it more. You know, so
That's great for fans too.
That, it was like, when we did the first season, I kept saying to Tim Burton, now, are you sure there's anything else? Anything else I could do, like another crystal ball moment with Wednesday? He's like, no, get yourself on a plane, and if it's successful, I will see you in season 2. So here we are, and I have to say, I'm genuinely thrilled to be part of this phenomenon. You know, it's like a community. It's like it's a culture from 9-year-olds to 99-year-olds. I think what surprised me most about Wednesday, the first season, and its phenomenal success was the demographic. I can't think of a show that has that. When you think, we always, subconsciously, we know that the Addams family are, but it's really, truly fun to be part of this big thing, you know?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's funny that you said that. I'm so glad because my husband and I, we watched the first season and we were like, we want more Morticia. So I'm so glad that there's more Morticia and more of you.
Thank you so much. Well, for me, it's like, you know, we all can close our eyes and imagine physically how Morticia will look, right? But do we really know her, you know? And even though there's this wonderful, very, very modern day family where they embrace, you know, diversity, they embrace your idiosyncrasy, normal's boring, quirky, weird, different is something that we encourage, which is very modern. We're still trying to get that going, and we're in 2025. But there's so many nuances to this character that, you know, I can play, I can make it my own in a ways because we're not caricatures. She's the matriarch of a very, very, you know, true, real family.
A lot of freedom in
Yeah,
that.
truly, truly. Luis Guzman, he plays your beloved Gomez.
Oh, darling.
You worked together in traffic.
25 years ago, Louis and I was pregnant with my son Dylan, whose birthday it is on Friday. So I'm
Happy
going to
early
give him.
birthday!
Yay! My first child. And so, yes, he looked after me very well. Like, you know, he put always something to put my feet up, and we had a wonderful. That was a movie that we were both very proud of. Cut to 25 years later, or 20. It was when we first did season 1, so 20 years later, 22 years later. There I am in my Morticia get-up, and there he is as Gomez, and so it was wonderful. We're very dear friends. We talk about family. We all are, you know. Yeah. Jenna I am so honored to be working with such a wonderful citizen of the planet who happens to be Jenna Ortega, who's, I think we've only tipped a little tip of the iceberg we've seen, you know, of her. Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see a clip, shall we?
Yeah.
You're getting resty, Mother. I can practically hear you creak.
Still bringing a knife to a sword fight?
Oh, we love that.
So good with that sword.
It's so good. And it's so great to see you acting on the screen, but you also say that you're still interested in directing. What kind of movie would you want to direct?
Yeah, it's, I love being around the camera and, you know, storytelling in general. Well, first of all, it was my first, you know, hurrah into it. It would be something that would be small and character-driven and intimate. I'm not going to overwhelm myself with stunts and stuff. So, you know, a play on film, basically, which character-driven piece. I have a few little things up my sleeve.
Oh, yeah?
You shall be the first to know.
Okay, we'll take it.
No, something I've always wanted to do, and I've worked with such great directors, Tim Burton, Steven Spielberg. You know, it's Rob Marshall, who did me in Chicago. And I never, ever want to stop learning. So I'm on a film set, which I've been doing now for, you know, a long, long time. I always learn something every day new.
Well, we saw that in action here when you walked onto the set, and you're like, I think I could do that. I could do this. I could do that with all these monitors. Catherine Zeta-Jones, you were such a pleasure.
Thanks for having me today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Such a pleasure. And you can watch Wednesday, Season 2, Part 1, starting tomorrow, and Part 2 on September 3rd, only on Netflix. Thank you again.